Hey guys, welcome to Silverbolt Ballistics, and today's episode is going to be episode number 5 of restoring a Mosin Nagant. Today's video is going to be all about assembling it and seeing what it looks like put together. I set it aside. I just got done cleaning it, so during this video I will be walking back and forth and grabbing the parts. We're going to start with the stock first. So since I just cleaned this, I don't want to put the oils on my skin back onto this clean gun. So I'm going to be wearing some gloves as I put it back together. In case you missed it, I think the stock turned out perfect. I put some wear marks on here. I also had to order some new clips because when I was trying to get these off, that way I can sand this down, I broke one. So each clip is about $15, so you do not want to break them. So let's go ahead and put on the butt plate. The butt plate I sanded down and I re-blued it. Gotta get a flathead screwdriver. There we go. The butt plate has all these Russian markings on them, which I think is pretty cool. Next is this little cap. It'll go on the front of the barrel, right up here. And now I need to find the screw. Here's the screw. And all you do is just put it back in place. Alright guys, so we have the buttstock, the little band cover or band springs on. We've got the cap on. Let's grab the barrel and see what the barrel looks like on this thing. Alright, so I have the barrel, the trigger, and the trigger housing along with the kind of magazine well. I'm not for sure what this exactly is, but you push down the ammunition down in here. So it kind of acts like a magazine. So to put together the trigger assembly, you want to take this piece and make sure the notch for your finger is pointing towards the rest of this piece. Slide it on like that. Take the barrel and line everything up with these holes down here, and then go ahead and stick your pin in. kind of hanging down like this. I went ahead and put the pin in, and there's a little screw you have to put down in here. It'll be a pretty bulky screw. Now this is the 9130 version, so there's no little spring that goes up in here. This little piece is like a leaf spring. And here's the inside view. Now we can go ahead and put it in the stock. And to do that, you just slide it down. Next, you want to take your magazine piece along with the housing, slide it up in that notch. Just like that. And then there's going to be two screws, one right here and one up top. Just drop this in. I'm not going to tighten it up all the way yet until I get the front in. And now for the bottom one. Where's my screwdriver? Oh, there it is. Okay, now tighten up the back bolt. I'm gonna make sure these are pretty snug. Alright. This is looking really, really good. Next we have this little spring. This is one of the easiest things to put in. So you want to look for, there's a little pin in here. It's right on the other side of these little notches. Take this, just like this, and squeeze it, and it'll open up this claw. And stick it in and find that notch. Once you have that notch, let go, and you can go ahead and close it. With the bands, if you still have yours on, that's great. If you took them off, you need to pry them apart to get them over the front sight. Alright guys, so I got both bands on. The bigger one I was able to slip over the front sight. The rear will not fit over the front sight, and I do not want to take off the front sight, so I put 2 zip ties on it, and pretty much I set one zip tie in a vice grip, and then another zip tie I was holding and I was pulling it, and I had my wife slip the barrel down on top of it, and no problem. And there's a bigger brass end and a smaller brass end. You want the bigger brass end towards the rear sight. And it'll just sit like that. Now you slide the bigger band on. You just slide this down. And it'll sit on the other side of this. And you'll hear it click. Same thing with the front. It'll sit in this little notch. Just like that. I do have a rear sight for this, but it's late at night and I don't feel like waking anybody up in the house, so I'm gonna do that tomorrow. So far we put the buttstock on, we put the barrel on, the trigger housing, the spring, we put the barrel bands on and the top of the barrel cover on. I think that's about it. I also have a cleaning rod that goes in this. Here's the cleaning rod. It will slip down underneath the barrel. There's this little groove that goes through. Slide that in. And it has a built-in cleaning rod. Here's the bolt. I'm going to do another video at a later time after we shoot this on how to take apart the bolt and how to clean it. But to put in the bolt, all you do, make sure nothing's in it. If you're just picking this gun up, make sure nothing's in it. I've been working on this gun and there's no ammunition around me, so I know this is empty. Point it in a safe direction, pull the trigger, and slide the bolt in at the same time. And now the bolt is in. The person before me had a little stand on it, just like that. Here's the problem with this. If I put this back on, I can't use the cleaning rod underneath because they drilled a hole in the bottom. And this screw that came with it sits right in the path of that cleaning rod. So I'm not 100% sure on if I want this on there. They also had the scope on there. It's a 3x22 scope. It's made by Tasco. So this took over the rear sight. This wasn't stabilized, the thing that they had on here, so it would just rock. So I'm 100% sure I'm not going to put this on. But I'm not sure if I want this on or not. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. I'm not going to be shooting this crazy amount of distance or anything like that. This is just for funsies. So, I don't know. But I think this is a good stopping point for tonight. I'm gonna hang this up and sleep and think about this on if I want it or not. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. Let's see. Doesn't look too bad with it. But if I'm going for that classic look, I think just this would be the way to go. Oh, and I figured out what these are for. These are recoil pins, or recoil pads. They help the recoil with this round not crack the stock. So, thought that was pretty interesting. But anyways, I'm going to hang this up for tonight and get with you guys tomorrow, and we will put the rear sight on. And then after that, we just go shoot it. See you guys here in a little bit. Alright guys, so I have the rear sight attached. Alright guys, so the Mosin project is complete. Thank you guys for watching Silver Bullet Ballistics. If you guys like this series, please let me know. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this. I really enjoyed the way that it came out. It took longer than what I had expected. I thought this was just going to be a quick little winter series, but now it's spring. But it was also a lot worse than what I had expected. The next video, I'm going to try to get this thing out and shoot it. Stay tuned to the channel. Thank you guys for watching Silver Bullet Ballistics. If you like this video, please leave a like. Make sure you are subscribed. Thanks for watching.